Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? It is Monday, September 23rd, 2019. Apologies for the delay and not being around last week. I got a little tied up with the schedule last week, but for those of you who are new to the channel, how this usually is going to work is I'm going to post a Motivation Monday video. The first one was actually a Talk Up Tuesday, if you guys recall, because I was delayed posting it the first time. This is going to be on time. It's going to be a regular scheduled thing. So I invite you guys to check back on a regular basis on Mondays. And how it's going to go, it's going to be just an uplifting topic, something to make you think, and something to kind of encourage you to get through the hardest day of the week, and hopefully the rest of the week will be on the uptick from here. So the topic I wanted to bring up this week is how life is full of moments. It was one excerpt from a book that I read just a couple weeks ago. I thought it was really interesting. It was about this psychologist who lived during the 1800s. And before he became a psychologist, he recollected on how, at first, in his early days, he was kind of like the black sheep of his family. A lot of his brothers and sisters were all really successful in what they did, in their professional lives, in their personal lives, in their relationships and what have you. They were very successful. The gentleman's father was very successful, highly regarded in his community. So his father would try and get him to do things like go to college. He paid for him to go to a very prestigious university. The gentleman didn't like that at the time. His father also paid for him to travel to South America. This gentleman lived in New England, in North America here, but he was traveled to South America, came back and actually got pretty sick. And upon recovering, he came back. He was in his early 30s, and there was one day in particular he could recall when he woke up and he had, I guess you could call it his aha moment. And on that day, he said, at this point, I'm going to make the best effort, give a concerted effort for the next year. I'm going to take full accountability of my decisions from this day forward. And after that point, from that point forward, when he finally decided to take control over all of his choices, after that one isolated moment, he wound up becoming one of the most successful psychologists in America today and in the world, highly regarded, highly respected. But it was all because of one moment in particular that he made the most of, and he said to himself, this is going to be a changing moment in my life. So I guess the assignment, or the homework assignment, if you want to call it that, I'd give you guys for this week, something to think about as you go through the next couple of days here, is what are you going to do when that moment comes for you? How are you going to know when that moment comes? And what will you do to make the most of it? So that's kind of what I would challenge you guys to do, is when that moment comes, don't miss it, and make the most of that opportunity. Whether it be professionally, whether it be personally, whether it be trying to find a new job, what have you. Make the most of any moment that pops up, because life is full of those little moments, and you never know how different things can swing just on one small act. So that's kind of what I want to leave you guys with. Again, be sure to check back next Monday for more similar content to this. And if you're a sports person, check back later in the week, and I'll have some sports content for you as well. So again, my name is Kenzie Lynch, and thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you down the road.